Hey, and welcome to Sports Card Investing Targets, where we give you a list of players' sports cards which you might be interested in investing in, and we give you target prices based off of market movers data provided by sportscardinvestor.com, where right now, if you use the promo code GRINDERS, you can get 20% off your first payment on any subscription. Just a reminder, too, to like this video before we get into the players, and also to give our YouTube channel a subscribe. Click on the little bell so you can get alerts when we put out videos so you don't miss any of our content. We've been putting out a lot of sports card content lately. We also have a sports card section over on RotoGrinders.com now where you can go. We're putting out a few articles a week and also a few videos, so make sure you check that out. As you can see from the name of my article this week, we're going to be looking for top QB legends to target. And this is more modern legends, guys who've made a huge impact on the game in the last 20 years or so. Names that we'd all be familiar with no matter what your history in NFL is. And we're going to do something a little bit different this week. A lot of these players have older cards, and I'm not too familiar with which rookies to target. So you can do just about any Google search for the player and then rookie checklist. And cardboardconnection.com has probably just about any player that you can think of rookies to target. And this example is Brett Favre. I wouldn't know which Brett Favre cards to focus on for these rookies. It looks like 1991 was his rookie year. It's actually a Top Stadium Club card, which they spelled his name wrong on, so it's a nice error card there. But this gives you an example of a resource that you can use to find rookie cards if you're not too familiar with a certain sport or a certain player or whatever, but you know that he's getting a lot of buzz and you know that it's a good value to buy. A list like this can help you pick out the most popular or most sought after cards so you have an idea of where to invest. The first guy that we're going to look at is Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. And these I put as a tandem just because Brett Favre, like I mentioned before, his cards are all in the 90s. I'm not a huge fan of the 90s cards. They were overprinted. A lot of them are not worth the paper that they're printed on or cardboard that they're printed on. I lumped him in with Aaron Rodgers just because Aaron Rodgers, more of a modern quarterback in the modern card era where the cards are a little bit more valuable. With Aaron Rodgers, you'll find some good rookie patch autographs that are affordable. So we'll take a look at these two as a team here. And as you can see from this chart, Aaron Rodgers, another thing that we like when we're looking for sports cards to invest in, his card is on a downward trend. So a lot of times you'll notice with no matter which player that you're looking up these days, you'll see a lot have that upward trend where it's just shooting straight up. So you can't really find any value in buying the card, but you want it regardless. So it's a little bit tough to pay up for these cards. But when you find a chart like this makes it easier to actually buy the card without worrying about paying too much. Cards we're targeting specifically are the 2005 Exquisite Collection Aaron Rodgers autographed jersey rookie card. We're targeting that for under $930, which for an Aaron Rodgers rookie, that seems like a really good deal. I mean, it's a raw card. You probably want to look to see if you can get a graded card. It's going to cost you more, but with those older cards, it definitely is better to probably look for a graded card. But given the data that we had on this particular raw card, it was easier to give you a price target to look for on a raw card. So we'll stick with raw for this one. Another one we're looking at is the 2005 Playoff Contenders Aaron Rodgers rookie card. It's an autograph card as well. We're looking at a BGS 9.5, and we want to target that for under $3,400. And as you can see from this chart, the trend is also down on this Aaron Rodgers rookie card. So you can probably still find him at a good value somewhere on eBay. Just click on the link in our article. It's an affiliate link. We are getting a affiliate payment when people buy cards or anything through our links. So just a heads up on that, but it helps us out to continue putting out this content for free. The final card we're looking for is Brett Favre. It's his 1991 Topps Stadium Club. We just mentioned it. It's a PSA 10. You can still get a PSA 10 Brett Favre rookie for under $420. So it seems like a good price. I know that cards were overprinted in the 90s, but having a Gem Mint 10 version of this card definitely increases the scarcity of it, so it makes it a little bit more appealing to buy. Next player on our list is Drew Brees. Drew Brees is a no-brainer in a category like this. He's obviously a first ballot Hall of Famer. He owns all sorts of records. He is a Super Bowl winner, and his team is a perennial contender for the playoffs, if not the Super Bowl. He barely missed it like just 2 years ago, so he's still playing at a high level. And we're going to look at some of his cards to target here. We're going to start off with the 2001 Drew Brees Playoff Contenders rookie. We're looking at an autograph card there. It's out of 500. We're looking for the raw version, and that's going for $2,600. So we want to get under $2,600 on that target there. Another card that we're looking at for Drew Brees is his 2001 Topps Chrome Refractor card. You can see it in this picture right here. It's his rookie card. It's out of 999. So there's only 999 of those cards in existence before it gets graded. And this one that we're targeting is a PSA 9. We want to target it under $2,850. I think that'd be a really good buy. There's a lot of catalysts that still have yet to happen with Drew Brees. He still has a Hall of Fame ahead of him. He has potential Super Bowl appearance in front of him. He has potential playoff appearances. There's no telling what kind of catalyst he has left in his career. He's broken a ton of records. Maybe he breaks some more, but Drew Brees is another guy on our list. Third card we're looking for Drew Brees is his SPX Auto Jersey Patch card. It's out of a 250 population. We're looking for the raw card. I'd prefer this card graded, but the sales recently have been pretty scarce on this card, so it's tough to give you an exact target price to look for or to target underneath. Most recent PSA 9 sold for $900 though, if you need a reference. We want to target the raw version for under $405. And if you can see this chart, this kind of illustrates the type of data that we're working with. With a card this scarce, a lot of times they don't have a lot of volume, so you're kind of looking at the most recent sales to try to figure out a price value for this card. And out of the two cards that have recently sold for this one, we're looking at an average of $405 for the recent sales. So that'll be our target price for this week. We want to go under $405 on this Drew Brees rookie patch autograph raw. Next player on our list is Peyton Manning. Like Favre, Manning falls in that 90s range of cards that we prefer to avoid, but Manning is a big enough of a legend to scoop up his cards. He's late enough in the 90s, so maybe he was able to escape some of that overprinting in the early 90s, but still a 90s card, but it's Peyton Manning, and having a Peyton Manning in your collection, who doesn't want a Peyton Manning in their collection? Another thing that I like about the Peyton Manning card is the potential, if they end up doing a lot of these nostalgic sports superstar documentaries like they just did for Michael Jordan with The Last Dance, I could definitely see Peyton Manning having one. And if they did one on Peyton Manning and all the chatter and buzz about Peyton Manning going on, his cards would go up, obviously. And we can still get his cards at relatively affordable prices compared to other people who have made the type of impact that he made on his sport. This first card that we're looking at is we're looking at the chart for the 1998 Peyton Manning SP Authentic card. We're looking at a BGS 9.5 on that. We want to target it for under $2,200. I like this chart because it's not a straight shot up to the moon like a lot of these quarterbacks, but it's kind of wavy, and The volume is still low, so the price moves can be a little erratic, but we're looking at a depressed price from the peak right now, which might be a good buying point. Next up, we're looking at the 1998 Peyton Manning Topps Chrome BGS 9.5. We're looking to target that under $550. That's that card that you see right there. And the final card we're looking at is the 1998 Peyton Manning SPX Finite BGS 9. We want to target that for under $400 based on recent sales, which we can find in Market Movers data. And the number one guy on our list this week is Tom Brady. I featured him on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers card edition a few weeks back. Wasn't too interested in buying him then. This week, in the context of what we're looking at this week, he's a better buy. If you can own a legend like Tom Brady in your collection as a longer term hold, not something that you want to flip immediately, but just something that you can hold on to, and you don't have to buy him right now. You can wait and see if he has a bad performance with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and let some people down. Maybe his price will come down a little bit, who knows? Or he could end up having a really good season and his card could go up. But we're looking at a very expensive card right here. This is the Tom Brady 2000 Contenders Football Autograph BGS 9. That's most recently sold for $33,655. If you're a whale watching this, then you might be interested in this. But the rest of us can kind of look at it and look at it as potential for the cards that we're targeting now. The importance of scarcity. Once again, this is a BGS 9. There's not many in existence in this card. In addition to it being an autographed card, that takes the scarcity up another notch. So $33,655 for this card. Imagine some of the cards that you're buying now, 10 years from now, the rookies that you're buying now, the Kyler Murrays, the Lamar Jacksons, or, like lesser known guys like Tua next year or Burrows next year. Maybe those guys will end up having successful careers, but this is why you focus on the young guys now, trying to build up your collection of rookies. You don't necessarily have to flip every card that you get. Hold on to some of them. You never know when they're going to have that huge year that's just going to skyrocket their cards, like we saw with Lamar Jackson most recently. Next card we're targeting is the 2000 Tom Brady SP Authentic BGS 9.5. We want to target that under 12 grand. Again, if you're like me and you're looking for cards under 50 bucks right now after blowing your entire budget on Zion and Kyler Murray cards, then this is something that you're looking at and hoping that your cards can achieve one day. But if you're one of those whales out there, go out and buy this one under $12,000. That's what you want to target. The final card that we're going to look at is this 2000 Tom Brady SPX 130. Looking at a BGS 9 on this one. We want to target it under $2,300. This one's a little bit more affordable. As you can see from this chart, its most recent sale price was pretty high, $2,900, compared to the previous ones of $1,700 and $1,875. So this price seems like the buyer paid a little bit too much for it. I would rather find it closer to these earlier prices, and I would probably target it under $2,300, maybe even lower than that, maybe closer to that $1,800, $1,900 range. Let's see if we can see any available now for that price range. Looks like people are going higher and higher with that card. So yeah, if you can find it for a relatively good price, closer to our target range, or maybe offer somebody with a best offer closer to the target range, maybe you can snatch it up and catch a bid on it. That's it for this episode of Sports Card Investing Targets. Just a reminder to please give our video a like and subscribe to our YouTube page. Make sure you have our alerts turned on so you don't miss when we post new videos. We got a new episode of Sports Card Grinders coming up on Thursday. We got Jeff over from Pat Geek joining us this week, and we're going to take a little bit of a look at Bowman the new Bowman 2020 cards that started coming out this past week. It's very hot, flying off the shelves. We might have even opened the box. I don't know. But make sure to check that out, and make sure to subscribe to sportscardinvestor.com's Market Movers subscription. We're giving you 20% off first purchase on any subscription using the promo code Grinders. So you want to make sure that you're over there doing that. And check out RotoGrinders.com, our sports card section. We got a ton of sports card content going up. We got a couple articles a week and a couple videos a week. So make sure you check that out. And we will see you on Thursday.